You have a decision to make. Maybe it's big. Maybe it's something most people would just decide. But you can't. So you think about it. You turn it over. You imagine every possible outcome. The good ones, the bad ones, the ones that probably won't even happen. And the more you think, the more complicated it gets, until you're not even thinking about the decision anymore. You're just stuck, anxious, overwhelmed, wondering why something that should be simple feels impossible. And at some point you start wondering, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. But something is happening, and it's not what most people think. Here's what everyone gets wrong about overthinking. They treat it like a bad habit, like something you just need to stop doing, like if you could just think less, everything would be fine. But overthinking isn't something your brain does randomly. It's not a glitch. It's not a flaw. It's a response. Your brain overthinks because it's trying to protect you from making the wrong choice, from saying the wrong thing, from ending up somewhere you don't want to be. And here's the part nobody talks about. The people who overthink the most are usually the ones who care the most. You don't overthink decisions that don't matter to you. You overthink the ones that do. That's not weakness. That's how much you care about getting it right. But here's where it turns against you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real threat and an imagined one. When you start running through every possible outcome, every way something could go wrong, your brain treats each one like it's actually happening. Your heart rate rises. Your thoughts race. Your body starts responding to problems that don't exist yet. And the more scenarios you run, the more overwhelming it gets. Because you're not dealing with one decision anymore. You're dealing with every version of every outcome all at once. That's why overthinking is so exhausting. You're not just thinking. You're living through dozens of futures simultaneously, and none of them have happened yet. There's something deeper going on too. Overthinking is often about control. When life feels uncertain, and most of the time it does, your mind tries to compensate by thinking through everything. Every angle, every risk, every possible outcome. It feels like preparation. Like if you think long enough, you'll finally feel ready, finally feel certain, finally feel safe enough to decide. But certainty doesn't come before the decision. It comes after. And your brain knows that somewhere deep down, which is why it keeps going, keeps analyzing, keeps searching for a certainty that thinking alone can never give you. So the loop continues, not because you're broken, but because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do, trying to keep you safe in a world that never stops feeling uncertain. And the longer you stay in that loop, the harder it becomes to trust yourself. Your own judgment starts to feel unreliable, and that makes the next decision even harder. So what do you actually do about it? Not stop thinking. That never works. The harder you try to stop, the louder it gets. What you do is change the question. Instead of asking, what is the right decision, ask yourself, what is the next small step I can take right now? Not the whole answer, not the perfect plan, just the next step, because your brain spirals when the problem feels too big to solve. But one small step? That's manageable. That's something your brain can actually work with. And here's what that one step does. It moves you out of your head and into reality. And reality has a way of quieting the noise that imagination can't. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to move, even slightly, even imperfectly, because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from moving forward. If this channel is somewhere you found yourself before, late at night, mind running, looking for something that actually makes sense of what you're feeling, stick around. No fake energy, no empty advice, just honest conversations about what's really going on inside your head. Subscribe if it feels like somewhere you belong. You're not overthinking because something is wrong with you. You're overthinking because the decision matters, because you care. And caring, even when it's exhausting, means you haven't stopped trying to get it right. That's not a flaw. That's one of the most human things there is.